call.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive.
They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, who burst onto the scene back in 2016 as the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, and now in his 7th NFL campaign.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a ball.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just still just wiped it away, didn't they? They've just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
So the Packers offense banked up here to begin their first drive.
Leading them out, boy, a modern-day legend. He's been here 18 seasons now in the NFL. Of course, he played at Harvard. One of the top 35 passers in NFL history, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
And I think by now, we know what we're going to get with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Veteran savvy, a ton of know-how, and the enthusiasm for playing and teaching the game, almost second to none. But he also has a bit of a tendency to be a loose cannon with the football. Oftentimes that works out. Sometimes it costs his team.
Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And he takes it back to the house. A recovery for the Steelers score. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make the score 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Hey, we're going to do what we do. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing again here, Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 10. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. First carry for the Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Michael Irvin. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packers offense set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been.
Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Taking it about the 36. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Prescott on first down.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They run for it with Breida. They find some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. From the red zone now, Prescott. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, you talk about a team coming into an opposing stadium and just taking the life right out of a crowd. That's what we're witnessing here. 27-0, Charles.
And this defense, they just look completely unprepared for what's been thrown at them. And you know they're supposed to adjust series to series. That has not happened for them, so I don't think halftime adjustments are going to help a heck of a lot. They are in major trouble unless they figure out something really fast.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on the...
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Inside the 20, and he takes it back to the house. For a Steelers score.
Well, Charles, I mean, things just seem to be getting worse and worse for one sideline. And flip it over after that fumble return for a touchdown. Better and better on the opposite end. What an impressive first-half performance.
And, partner, I know the saying in the NFL goes that no lead is safe, but I will say that this one seems pretty secure. And if we continue to see plays like that, I'm going to switch back and say this lead is safe.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot. Another try after the first down sack. Fitzpatrick.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And it's caught, and all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Matt Breida taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Steelers have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run, making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle, no running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Butker now to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And Hill will opt for the touchback.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, with this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression, my goodness indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Back to it after the pick 6, Fitzpatrick. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it to 37.
13 yards, the tally on the return there.
And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
Taken in at the 3. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Second half begins with a run by Smith. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his tight end, Shockey. So the completion gets him just a yard. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd and short yardage. Fitzpatrick. And he's got the hook up for the first time with Herman Moore. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one.
Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
Emmett now on the counter. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Here's Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
That's pulled in at the 32.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Going up top. He's got a man. Complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Steelers will add to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
This offense aerodynamic in the first half. The halftime break, big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Fitzpatrick now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display.
Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And Hill will opt for the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
On 2nd down, here's Smith.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Pulled in at the 24. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll try and run for it with Bo. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Fitzpatrick's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I tell you what,
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers.